bolts out, they're all the same. Okay. Slide that down and it comes out. Okay, so normally it's up like that.
Right.
So the arrows show us slide it down, pull it out. And as I do that, you can see the cable coming off as well. Okay, now we'll have a little box for each machine that you're working on, so you can put all these in a little box so you don't lose them. Alright. So once that bolt's off, then we need to take the back panel off.
Yep.
Now, as I said, you'll have different guns which will be set up already, so that shouldn't be a problem. So all these screws that you see here, there's 2 screws at the bottom, all these on the side here, up to that one there, this one and this one, hold this back cover up. Okay? Now there's a little hook here which holds the cover up, so it's not going to fall on your feet. All right? When we set up the drill for the screws, it'll be set a little bit slower, so it's not going to be flying around like that.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking you what's our torque particularly, because sometimes the head can get fucked up very badly.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, totally agree, and that's why it'll be fixed up. And what we'll do is we'll mark the drills that are for the bolts. We'll put a red tape or black tape or something on it, so we know, so you know which tool's for what. So once all those screws are off, what we can do now is we lift the panel up. Okay, and just pull it out from the side.
That does the motor, right?
So that's the motor. So there's only 2 bolts holding that in place.
Yep. Right. Okay. So now we have a connector of 5 mil.
Okay. So before we take the motor bolts out, there's a few things we need to do. One is the belt.
Yep.
So the easiest way, pull the belt away, and then carefully just twist it away. One thing to remember is where it was here.
Yeah.
Okay. So just normally it's 1 notch in. So see how it is like that at the moment? So you've got 1 free notch. But it'll pay just to check. I've seen some which have been fitted like that. So if the machine you're working on is like that, then put it in like that. But normally 1 notch in. Okay, because the belt's got the grooves.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so normally it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So from there, sorry, you have a look underneath here. Normally the wiring has got a cable tie holding it there.
Yep.
That's where you need your side cutters.
Yep.
Okay, to cut that cable tie.
Alright.
The thing we have to be careful of is we don't cut the wire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very important. Okay. So once you cut that off, that frees off that wire. Okay. So there's 2 little tabs that you push down like that and pull the connector out. Okay. And then we've got the earth wire. Now the earth wire has got a little clip on it. So just remember, when it's plugged in, you put your finger from behind like that and push it, it'll come out quite easily. You won't need any pliers or anything like that. If you don't push that little connector and you try to pull it out, it's not going to go out anywhere. So once we've done that, now the motor's ready to come out. Okay. Now that should be a 10mm 10mm bolt.
No, that one.
Alright, so we've got the 2 bolts out now, so they'll go back in the box as well, so we won't lose them. Now this is where we need to be careful, so when we're pulling out, we don't want to break or touch any of these particular wires,
Yep.
for the heating element and the like. So now we need to pull this motor out. Now, if you're lucky, sometimes it'll come out like that, but most of the times it won't. Alright, so this is where we need the screwdriver. Just slide the motor out a bit, and then it'll fall off. Now if you have a look at the motor, it's got 2 rubber mounts which go at the back, and the 2 hard plastic ones which come at the front. Okay.
For the shock absorber.
Sorry?
This one for the shock absorber.
Yeah, it's vibration. Etc.
Vibration,
Yeah. Now, if you have a look in here, see these 2 pins? That's where those rubber mounts go.
Yeah.
Okay, and these 2 pins in the front here is where these 2 hard ones go.
Yep.
Okay. So now basically once you've taken the motor out, you'll give it to the engineer. He'll rework that. Generally, he can do that within about 10 minutes. So he should be able to move that over. Once the process starts, once he does the first few, then things will just keep moving from there. But so once he's done it, so all we need to do now is put the motor in first.
From the back first.
Just got to line up the rubber mounts and the front ones. Okay. Push it in as far as you can get it. Okay, and then from there we can screw in.
Change direction.
So when you change directions, it pops out. So this is screwing in now. Okay, so the motor's in now.
Yep, the
Okay.
belt.
Now we plug it back in. So remember those 2 plugs, it goes in that way like that.
Yeah.
So if you see those 2 little
Yep.
Yes, yes.
tags,
Yep.
okay, it'll only go in one way, in one position.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a kilo.
Okay, so that's in
Yep.
properly. Put the earth on. It's done. Putting the belt on. Okay. Now, I say in the thing, give it a few spins.
Yep.
Right, just to make sure it's in properly,
Alright.
so the belt's not going to fly off.
Yep.
Okay, so once that's done, then the back will go on.
Yep.
The bolts will go, the transport bolts will go back in, and you go from there. So it goes in the bottom first. Put your fingers just in here, just to hook it up there. Now that's ready for the screws to go back in.
Yep.
So now we put these back in now, as I said. So make sure you put the cable where it's meant to go before you slide it into place.
Okay.
Alright. So before you put the spacers in, we'll need to put the cable in on the side here, and then push it into place. Okay, and this top one, take this one back out again, so from behind, hold it there, slide it in. Okay?
Sorry.
Generally that'll tuck in behind there like that.
Okay.
Alright?
Yep.
So now we can bolt it all back together again.
Yep.